Hello everyone. Today we will be delving into the world of the yokai, where history, folklore, and imagination intertwine in a rich tapestry of mythical creatures. The tales of the yokai are as numerous as the towns and villages from which they spawned, with each yokai and the stories surrounding them being a part of a unique thread in Japan's cultural fabric. Among these beings, the Tanuki, or raccoon dogs, hold a special place in the world of the yokai. While the Tanuki walk among us every day as raccoon dogs, in the world of the yokai, they are transformed into mischievous and shape-shifting entities known as the Baku-danuki, whose tales of humorous trickery and deceptions have captured imaginations for centuries. Join me as we unravel the intriguing tales of the Baku-danuki and examine their roles in Japan's past and present culture. Let's begin.
Considering they're real animals, the Tanukis are a canid which resemble a small dog with raccoon-like features. Being commonly found in both rural forests and densely populated areas, it's no surprise that many tales arose about them. They are short, plump, and nocturnal, and their nocturnal habit is likely what earned them their mischievous reputation. While most believe that the Tanuki's role as a shape-shifting animal was borrowed from stories of the kitsune, by the 13th to 16th centuries, tales of the little critters as yokai, known as Baku-danuki, were abundant across Japan. The Baku-danuki appear across 19 yokai story types throughout Japanese history. Tanuki most often appear in shapeshifter stories, in which they transform into a human to achieve a goal of some kind. However, their true nature usually betrays them, whether it's a tail poking out, a hairy foot, or their strange mannerisms. Most often than not, the Tanuki is discovered and caught for his shenanigans. We see a variety of Tanuki in yokai tales, painted in both good and bad lights. In the story known as Bunbuku Chagama, a struggling salesman frees a trapped Tanuki who repays him by transforming into a tea kettle. However, when the tea kettle is used by the monks the salesman sold him to, the Tanuki eventually couldn't keep its form and yelped out, screaming on the fire, amusing the monks and salesmen alike. Another Baku-danuki tale occurs in the ancient province of Awa, in which the Tanuki chief Shinpachi passed the time by pranking a local samurai by transforming into fireballs, one-eyed monks, or even beautiful women, until one day he took his pranks too far and angered the samurai. The Tanuki still evaded capture, eating the samurai's musket balls and yanking his hair as he hunted through the woods for the mischievous little critter. One fateful day, however, the Tanuki transformed into a human and was shot by the samurai, meeting his end. After 3 days, the samurai realized the Tanuki was no more, and out of respect for it, the villagers venerated him as the great god Shinpachi. As far as visual representations go, they most often appear in a more laid-back appearance today, donning straw hats and bottles of sake. In the past, however, they would usually appear in more anthropomorphic positions, in which case their bodies would be more human-like, even when in their Tanuki form. With Tanuki having been prominent from the Edo period into the present, Tanuki were first presented as trickster yokai, whether it was by transforming travelers' food into dung, or even attempting to kill elderly priests and replace their identities. However, unlike other yokai such as the Kappa, the more benevolent stories about Tanuki won out over time, with the teapot-type pranks being the stories more commonly told about them. However, despite being ever-present across Japan, the Baku-danuki stories would be catapulted into fame in 1951 when Emperor Hirohito visited the Shigekachi prefecture and was greeted by a parade of flag-waving Tanuki statues, which he found so delightful he even wrote a poem about them. From this day on, Tanuki statues would be found all across Japan in various forms, whether outside bars and businesses, or even having festivals of their own. There have been a variety of Baku-danuki stories throughout Japanese folklore, ranging from the teapot Tanuki Bunbuku Chagama of Gunma Prefecture to the sleeping monk Tanuki of Iwakari Prefecture, who reverted to his true form during a nap. There's even the nocturnal belly drummer Tanuki of Edo. There is often a common thread beneath the various Tanuki stories, such as the white wine Tanuki of Shirodokuri and the Uchiwata-danuki or striped cotton Tanuki of Kagawa Prefecture, with both of these Tanuki transforming into an object which passerbys would try to collect unsuccessfully. Like the kappa, the Baku-danuki have been reborn as a tool of cultural promotion, no longer portrayed mistrusted yokai. Their large scrotums have often been seen as comical relief, their aptness for being laid-back drunkards humorous, or even portrayed as scrupulous businessmen in the statues outside of businesses. In most cases today, they and their images are seen as bringers of good luck. The Tanuki and Baku-danuki have also been portrayed heavily in modern media. In the 1994 movie Pompoko, a group of modern Baku-danuki band together to save their wild habitat from being developed on, unleashing their transformation powers and wit to save their home. In the hit video game Animal Crossing, a Tanuki by the name of Tom Nook, get it? Takes the role of scrupulous businessman and landlord, constantly finding new ways to cheat the player out of their money. The Tanuki also make appearances in the Super Mario franchise, both as a suit that Mario can transform into, and as a family of boat rental salesmen in the hit video game Super Mario Sunshine. In conclusion, the Tanuki are here to stay. With much of their mischief behind them, they are much more often portrayed in cute or funny ways which attract many. They even have festivals named after them, with the Tanuki Festival in Tokushima attracting hundreds of thousands of visitors a year.
I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Do you have any other examples of similar creatures in your culture? Drop a comment below. Thank you.